Hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be having a little overview of my teacher planner for this upcoming school year. I am in love with the Happy Planner, the Big Happy Planner teacher planner. It's animal theme, and the quote on the top says, "One kind word can change the world," which is so true. The discs are a frosty gold coating. It's not that thick, it's only 12 months, and the back is the same as the front. I didn't get the box kit because I had something different in mind in terms of stickers, washi tape, and you'll see that later on. On the back of the cover, it's just a boho somewhat color scheme that I enjoy looking at. I think it's very pretty, and I would like seeing that throughout the school year. There's an academic calendar which gives a quick overview for me to reference as the school year goes on. I won't be adding anything to that. I will just be using it as a reference when needed, but overall it's just pretty. Reference notes for the substitute. I won't be utilizing this. I do have a binder specifically for substitutes. Let me know what you guys do to this page. If you repurpose it, if you just scrap it, just let me know what you do. On this next page, there's just a listing of the months and their dates. I know people do that for birthdays or reminders. I'm not sure what I would do. I also want to mention the siding of each page has its own theme to it that they reuse. It's the stripes and then the polka dots, but it's for the entire year. Going into August, I'm not going to do the weekly view yet. I'm just going to go over the month at a glance, then the divider, and then the calendar. But it has top priority, student birthdays, events, holidays, goals. I don't use this page that much either, but I would love to know what you all do. So let me know down below, give me some ideas. The first divider is for August, and it says letters, words, sentences, stories, books, knowledge, wisdom, and it has a little bit of gold detail on it. Very, very pretty. I just enjoyed the overall theme that Happy Planner did with the wildlife and the animal prints that they have. The monthly view is just a gold and a navy blue color scheme with a note section. I think it's very clean looking and one that I would like to reference throughout the school year. September looks the same on the first page, but the divider says, "Forget the mistake, remember the lesson." I think that's a good, as it says, encouragement of the day. October is simply beautiful with the copper element theme, shininess to it. You know what I'm trying to say, you guys. Autumn is proof that change is beautiful. I think that's an amazing quote to remember as well. November, they are very good with having these little shiny accents. I think they know what their buyers really like to see. I like to see it. When I saw it in store, I was very pleased with seeing the little details that they added to the dividers. This is, I think, November. Then this is December, which, if you saw my previous video, which I'll have linked down below, I have that animal theme personal planner as well, and that's a view of the weekly, but we'll get into that later. Let them grow with their dreams. Young minds are wild. I don't know, I can't see it where I'm looking at. Yeah, I think that's it. I like that flower though. It had a nice little animal animal print top to it as well. Again, just that shiny gold copper accent really sets the dividers off. And if we have to use these throughout the year, we might as well have something pretty to look at. I like this one because it looks like, you may not be able to see it, but it's actually like it's on a chalkboard and it's written in chalk. It's just not white ink. It looks like actual chalk writing, and I think that is so pretty because even though we don't use chalk anymore that often, it is one of the foundational tools that were used when, education got started. Not started, you know what I mean. This is the one for May, and it talks about discipline, as you can see, and I think I'll need that reminder once the school year starts to come to a close. How are you guys handling the distance learning and the talks of distance learning? I want to sound off in the comments if you would. We in my school we end in May, but I do plan to use June and July for professional development classes that I may be taking, or should I be doing summer school for my master's program, maybe using the June and July months for that, and just additional planning for the next school year. You saw the June and July dividers. Then there's a little sample note section that they give you, very pretty. And then there's a checklist section, which I normally don't use. So please, again, let me know what you all use in the comment section, or how you use it in the comment section, so that I can do that. But I do like the front cover. The expert at anything was once a beginner. That is something I do want to instill in my students and even my own children at home, because sometimes kids really feel defeated when they don't know how to do something well, not knowing that it takes practice to develop anything into a perfected task or ability. But let me know what your checklist, how do you use your checklist? I do want to use them this year, but not sure how. That is the back cover, which is the same as the front back cover. And that is that pretty and gorgeous, so gorgeous teacher planner. Moving along, this is the weekly layout, and you get the month at the top, day of the week, and then you have 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes where you can include your information in that you are planning to do with your students. Now, for me this school year, I decided to do something a little different, and I'm so excited about. I'm happy about it. I decided to print mine on the actual paper. Like, this is done on my computer, and I just printed it on the actual paper. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade middle school math, and I just sectioned it off, color coded it, and I love what I see. Even if I don't go to great detail in the actual boxes, I do see myself incorporating 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, like separating it out on each page. As you can see, I added some important information about the first day of school, when I'm supposed to report back to school, just as a reminder. Even if I don't do that by typing it in, I may just still add the sections for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade to my papers. And I have curriculum where I would put we use Eureka, so whatever our textbook is on, I'll use that. Can't talk. And on the next one, I use supplemental, so anything I use to help students further understand what's going on, because sometimes Eureka, it draws everything out, but I don't necessarily think it helps some of my students understand fully how they are able to do the standard that we're going over. Like for my 8th graders, we're, according to Eureka, during the first week is a flex day, but I may use that time to review from the previous school year, because we were out during distance learning, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. And they don't have any remedial tools for 8th grade math, so that may be my time where I review that for my 8th graders. But overall, I do enjoy it, and I think it looks pretty. And plus, next school year, I want to be able to review and look what I did and what I planned, and how I incorporated that. This is a layout that I created on my computer and printed it out on my personal planner that I use. And my idea to Frankenstein it was to just pull the pages out of my personal planner and add them to my teacher planner so that when I'm at school, I'll be able to still keep up with what I have to do personally. And that's what I love about the discbound system. This is the planner that I'm using. I have a review of this planner in my description box. And if you like the layout that I created with the back to school theme, you can also find it on my Etsy store. And if you don't even purchase it, just go over there to my Etsy store and like it, comment, or follow my Etsy store. But this is how I would do that. I would just put it in to the week that I'm on so that I would be able to reference it and stay on top of my plans for school and my personal plans for myself and my family. I think it will work out really good, but I'm loving the Happy Planner and their new releases. Let me know what you guys think about getting and what you're going to get for the upcoming season, school year, and how you plan on doing it. That's the overall theme that it goes with. I'm just showing you some examples of the work that I created on my computer. And again, if you were to purchase it, all you would have to do is input your papers correctly. I have directions in my download and print it out. And this is another color scheme, but the same back to school theme that I had created that I am utilizing. And then my little girl boss, our boss lady theme that goes well with the printer as well. If you like anything, you go to Etsy shop. These are just for the Big Happy Planner. I'm loving the Big Happy Planner, y'all. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to a regular size one. I don't think. Don't quote me on that. They may come out with something, but I love the space that I have, and I did a birthday layout as well. But I would just simply tear out the weekly parts of my personal and include it in my teacher planner section and carry it with me, because I do plan on bringing my teacher planner with me, even if I take out a few months and just have like maybe 3 months at a time, so that it's not taking up too much space in my school bag, work bag. I'll be able to bring everything with me and just, again, stay on top of everything, because that's my goal this school year, is to stay on top of everything, and this is going to really help me to do so. But let me know how you're going to combat this school year. Now, I'm planning on doing this whether we are in person in class, but I think we will be, or if we're doing distance learning still, or if we go with distance learning, then go to in person, or vice versa. But that's my goal. I want to know what your goal is. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye.